Hey there, my name's David. On this episode, I'll be doing a review of this, the iHood heated vest. It's also the same as the iHood heated jacket, just doesn't have the arms. So whether you're walking down the street in a city or out for a hike, there's so many different places a heated jacket like this can be used. Now, I got this a couple months ago and I'm absolutely loving this thing. I've been primarily using it for van life. It's also great for backpacking, or if you're a hunter or fisherman, bushcraft, any of that kind of stuff. Anywhere it's cold and you want to be warm outside, that's basically where this thing shines. So let's do a basic overview of all the features and then I'll put it on and show you guys how it fits. So not only is this a vest, it's got a few hidden features to it. This is made of a water resistant nylon. It's got YKK zippers, which are waterproof. It has a hood which zips away into the neck of this. So you don't want the hood, you can just tuck it away like that. Pretty cool. It's got an inside pocket on the right side here. And this is good for holding your phone or your keys, any of that kind of stuff. And it has obviously pockets on the outside where you put your hands here. It's got one on each side, and it also has a pocket down low for the battery bank down here. So the battery bank, how this works is just one power bank in here that's connected to a USB. This power bank is a 14,400 milliamp power bank that's rated capacity at 8,700. Now what's cool about this is it has two USB outputs as well as a Type C and a Type B, which means you can heat your jacket and you can charge your phone. So I'm gonna show you that here. So this is just going into a USB, and now it's charging. That's a great function to have in the woods if you're backpacking and you've got an inReach and it gets low on power. You can charge your inReach, call for help if you need to, charge your cell phone, call for help, or even if you just go on a backpacking trip and it's cold all night and you're wearing this, it's heating you up all night, and then in the morning you get up, it's nice and hot and warm, and you're backpacking out that day, you don't need any more heat in your jacket. You can use this to charge your cell phone or any of your devices. You have cameras like me. So it's a nice backup source of power, but also provides heat in the jacket. So this is pretty simple. It just has the one USB here. You plug this in. I should note too, this has a little cap on it too, so when you wash this, you can protect the end of that USB. You also notice at the bottom of the jacket it has two cinches, which are down low, which keeps it nice and tight, whether you're wearing this underneath a snowboarding jacket and you don't want snow to get up there, or you just want to try to keep the heat in, or you're someone who likes to have your vest or jacket nice and snug on your body. So this is a size large, and I am 200 pounds, I'm 6 feet, and I'm pretty bulky dude, I'm pretty thick. So I would say these are very typical American sizes. So if you're gonna buy one, you can check out their sizing chart on their page. I would think more typical American sizes. So for me, the large, this is what I have is a large. This is perfect for me for van life, which is the main use that I wanted this. For sleeping in my vehicle, I live in Vancouver Island. It gets cold, but not too cold, which means I can easily just sleep with this on and have it nice and heated and warm. I don't need a diesel heater in my vehicle. Right, so something like this, a large, would be really nice and comfortable to sleep in. If you're primarily focused on skiing or hunting or fishing, and you want to wear this underneath another jacket, then you would want to definitely check the sizing chart and maybe make sure you size it. You would be for clothes that you would want to have a little more tighter. It's like I would wear a medium if I was doing that. I was gonna layer this with multiple layers, but you can see right away, it's got two pockets here. These are zipper pockets. What's really nice about this, when you put your hands in here, the heating elements, there's three different zones here, and one of them is the chest here, which your hands go in right on top of the heating element. So if it's really cold, put your hands in there, it's super warm. You've got one on your back right in the middle, and then there's one on the neck. Now, the neck one's really interesting because not only is it on the back here, which warms up nicely, it's also on the hood. Now let's talk about how to operate this thing. It's got this round disc here. It kind of makes me feel like I'm Iron Man. Basically, there's 4 zones. The zone that's closest to the center, this button here, will turn on this heating element right in the chest. So you push and hold that for a couple seconds, it'll turn red. Now it's on. The one on the outside, I like to think of it as wrapping around the back because it's on the outside. That's the back heating element. There's icons on here too that show you. Hold that for a couple seconds. Now it's on. The top one, hold that for a couple seconds. That turns on the neck. So now the neck is on, and also the hood. So now it's on. I'll just put my hands in here and it's already heating up. So the main thing you're probably wondering, well, watching a review like this is, does it heat up well? Is it nice and warm? And how long does it last? That's basically the main things you want to know. All the other things are nice, YKK zipper and water repellent, all that kind of stuff. Is it comfortable, etc. But basically this lasts for about 4 hours on high, 6 hours on medium, and 9 hours on low. Now what you can do is just turn on one. So say if you're someone who only wants your ears and your neck heated up, you can just turn on that one element. It'll last up to 20 hours on just one element on low. So you can kind of play with it as well. You can also just have one of them on high. So how we change the high, medium, and low is by simply just tapping the buttons again. So the red turns into white, white, and white. Tap it again, blue, blue, and blue. So now this is all on low. And the bottom button, if you tap that, it'll turn off all the lights. It's still on, it's just hiding the lights. Personally, I like the lights on. Kind of makes me feel like I'm Iron Man. You don't want to be walking around town with like lights going on there. You can turn that off so it's kind of more discreet. And yeah, so you can turn off each one. So if you want to turn off like the center one, now this one's off, and hold that one. And so now we have just the neck one on. So I'll just turn them all back onto high. And it takes about maybe like 2 minutes to fully heat up, but you get heat instantly, like within 10 seconds. Oh, it's already getting nice and warm. So the only thing I can't convey to you guys is how this feels. It just feels so nice and warm. Especially when you lean your head back like this, the back of this is cradling my neck. It's so nice and warm. You can feel it right on the spine, nice and warm. And then this whole area is nice and warm, but I really just, for me, my hands and my head is what gets cold out in the woods. Oh, it feels nice in here. So the heating elements, let me see here. It's right on the ear. It's like right there. Oh, it feels so nice. So if you're a mountaineer or a rock climber, you're always, wanting to check, does your hood go over top of your helmet? And this one does, and nicely. It also has these two pull straps here, so if it's blizzard conditions and you need to get out of the cold, you can cinch it down. You can do this up, get nice and bundled up. And if you don't have a hood, you can use this to cinch it up. So there's been a few times where I'm like trying to close the hole completely so like no air is getting in, because it's so cold it even is freezing your eyes. And this one really, you can really crank it down so it's just like your nose sticking out. So if you ever had a situation like this where you're sleeping like this, it'll keep your ears nice and warm, your neck, your chest, your hands, and your back, and you have limited exposure of your face. So with the jacket, it comes with this bag too, like a one zipper pouch back here. There's another pouch up here. There's also another pouch up here. Yeah, so if you're someone who likes a bag, it comes with that. So this Patagonia jacket is pretty well fit to my body. It's a rain jacket. It is designed with a little bit of space because I would be layering with this jacket, but this is a medium jacket, I believe. So even though I picked the large iHood heated vest, so it still fits in here a little bit snug. So if I need to layer up, I can still do that with this jacket. This is a wind jacket. We'll put this one on over top. So even with this little wind puff, it still fits over top. So just think about that as whatever activity you do. If you're a hunter or fisherman or something, you always have this underneath, and maybe you want something a little bit tighter, go with a medium, etc. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this thing. My overall review of this iHood heated jacket after using it for a couple of months now is I'm really looking forward to doing winter stuff now. I typically don't go out as much in the winter just because of the cold, but now it's like, it just feels so nice when you're out there, when you got that heat on your core, which is the most important part. If you guys want to check out this heated vest, I'll leave a link in the description down below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.